Hello and welcome to our first look at New Cycle, an upcoming colony/city builder that I believe to be somewhat in the vein of Frostpunk, with some grim, dark decisions that we have to make in order to try and keep the city alive, but it's a bit more, I think it's a bit more kind of steampunky industrial era and less dealing with the cold. We're taking our first look as part of the Steam Next Fest. I have not had a chance to dig into this yet, but I am very excited. After the Steam Base Builder Fest, we're excited to meet you once again in this demo, which is part of Steam Next Fest. Although we're very eager to bring the full gameplay experience to players as soon as possible, we'd like to remind you that the present demo is, by definition, limited in content. Some mechanics are incomplete, turned off, yada yada yada. You will not be able to access the structure and raw materials you need to cure sick people. Since letting them die without being able to intervene is not a viable option for the flow of the game, gravely ill individuals will continue their work as though they were healthy, but deaths will occur. Exploration, diplo, and trade being directly related to the narrative are also not included, along with advanced systems. That's okay. This demo contains a simplified and partially streamlined early stage gameplay experience. I'm alright with that. I'm okay. Sanity, the old ways, the campaign, the sandbox. We'll just hit the campaign. No, we'll just hit the sandbox. Locked. Peaceful mode without outside threats. All the components of city building and survival are active, but endgame challenges are not. And it looks like we can only start in the meadow. A nice little tasty taste of the intro. Was that the reboot desktop background I have? It is indeed. It's my loading screen is incoming game. An homage to my Canadian heritage. Purdy. Real purdy. Welcome to New Cycle. You're now the governor of this little community. It's been nearly half a century since the first solar flare. In the initial moments of the catastrophe, we lost our entire technological infrastructure, our means of global sourcing, and almost everything we can share as a civilization. The following years were humanity's darkest, having to wrestle with constant impossibility and despair. From battles fought with sticks and stones to nuclear wars, we ended up destroying ourselves with what little sun had left for us, and civilization fell. Everyone here was born into this new world and have to be their leader. You have to be their leader. Our current flimsy shelters can't carry us far. We got to rebuild from scratch with the efforts of those who remain. We need to rediscover our lost knowledge, explore our surroundings, create new possibilities. Beyond merely surviving, we have to find a way of securing the next generation. We don't know how we can preserve life as we know it, but we can at least help build something that we can call home. We'll do the tutorial. Why the heck not? Our nomadic lifestyle gave us enough knowledge to build simple shacks. We're going to settle down here. We need sturdier and more durable shelters. Made out of logs and stones, we can gather these by building a field camp close to what we need. Ooh, okay. So this is our home base, I guess. New era progression. Oh, cool. Okay. So you do kind of go through advancement of eras, I guess, as you take back stuff. The grid system, oh, okay, or free system can be used to the place. You can switch between these two systems by pressing the tab key. Rotate Q and E, allow you to spin continuously, yada, yada, yada. I like that they give you both free build and snap. We need logs and stone. Looks like there's also some kind of iron down here. So you know what? Let's kill two birds with one stone, as they say. Different time scales. We got all sorts of resources. Logs, stone, iron, mushrooms, meat, and water. Meals, lumber, ingot, tools, leather, clothes, clay, paper, and then electricity as well. We have 35 people. Oh, these are gorgeous screens. Workers, craftsmen, and specialists. Knowledge for a tech tree. What else can we make? Shacks and dusty roads. Field camps, gathering camps, and wells. Lumber mills, soup kitchen, forges, and smiths. Stockpile, windmill, scouts, boot camp. Water layer. Wow. This is like an in-depth We have water. We got wind. Mining layers. Fertility layers. Drilling layers for oil. Obviously, I'm feeling a banished vibe right now off the top, but I'm going to put woodcutters and stonecutters on here. Obviously, we can't iron mine yet. Even this, like, beautiful encyclopedia pages. I'd love a road. But I suppose not yet. Gobbling up the resources of the land. Recognize the purple GameCube reboot. Yeah, it's a... when people know what reboot is, it's immediately noticed. Visually, this game is stunning so far. It really has like a vibe to it. Tutorial complete. Well, step 1 complete. Overview tech tree. Off to a promising start, Chief. We can go on gathering nearby resources for a while. We should focus on producing more complex materials, such as lumber. Build a lumber mill. Ooh, it's big. So I'm assuming I'm going to put a little road here in between these dweebs. I'm going to build that right there. Cool. It's very slowly moving with these giant boxes on their back. Boxes of just wood. Oh, and that's kind of neat. It looks like stuff automatically starts getting built the moment that they actually deliver the resources. Super cool. Great progression. Production buildings are the most important structures of the city. You can choose to produce the current building. Choose the product you want the current building to create. A building can only create one type of thing at a time. You can also build it by hovering over. Amount of resources and time required are calculated dynamically. General efficiency of the building affects these variables. In addition, the workforce value determines the speed of production. Certain classes of society become the operating labor force of certain production buildings. Some buildings require cooperation from other classes besides the operating class. And then notifications. So we have paper and lumber. Okay. I can have up to 5 guys on this, so we might as well. It's also saying I am taking a minus 30 workforce because there's no roads. But I can't build roads because I need establishment technology, which I don't have. Okay, no, they're going to make some. Ah, okay, so it would have 100, but it doesn't have a road, so it has 70. Very cool. I like that just little things like the road gives you the connections you need. Obviously, the big thing I want is like, are there decorations in the game? Can I decorate my city? And does adding certain types of decorations benefit certain zones? We have like a little laundry tent over here, some warehouses, kind of a powered house. And then our main like farmhouse, I suppose. I guess it's more like just a power generation in general, and then everyone probably lives in that house. Pretty neat. Dunk, 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 dunk. As we wait. All right. Step 2 complete. I just saw a wagon as well. Every operation is harder to perform without roads. Connecting all the buildings in our village with a road network will convenience the workforce and circulation of raw materials. While not mandatory for other operations, road construction is a prereq for building infrastructure such as bridges and tunnels. Ha. So I'd like to make sure that this kind of goes at least to here. So I gotta be honest, I'd rather that to have been, I should have tried to change off of grid mode and onto a natural curve. What are you gonna do? People are the most significant resource for our settlement. We must respond to a wide range of demands from basic to costly. We have to set up a self-sufficient system, and you can start by constructing a well to meet our need. Can I, what is the tab is switch modes? It's like I'd kind of rather build a road like that, and then shift left mouse button add. What is the destroy button? Aha, okay, demolish. I got you. I got you. So shift left mouse button adds a road point. Yeah, that's more what I'm talking about. It's not really exactly what I wanted, but it'll do for now. This game is called New Cycle. So we need a well next. Well. I mean, we got lots of rich. It's rich up here as well. Excuse all the welling. We might as well grid it to this. Like that. I really like that you can swap between the two different build modes. A group of travelers have appeared near our settlement. Unfamiliar people are approaching. Cool. There's also, I'm just noticing, like some natural roads that exist in the world here. I feel like I can build some stuff to kind of connect smoothly up to places like this as well, which is cool. I didn't realize there's actually a road that goes through my lumber camp right now, the main road. Whoopsie. So this guy's making wells, making water. It's a good look. Runs automatically as well. I want to know more about these guys. Now that we have access to water, there's only one step short of calling this place home. A life without the worry of hunger will turn us into a real society. We don't have enough resources for hunting, farming, or animal husbandry. Our experience in staying alive by living off the land may come in handy. Build a gathering camp to get mushbooms. Looks like we also have some meat in here. Could get more if I went in a little bit extra. I could even get fish if I went in all the way. I think I'm gonna have to go like right like this. And then clearly some degree of road work is gonna have to happen here. I think I'm going to try to say like this. And then in like that. Ooh. Camps. The more our settlement grows, the more attention we get from passers-by, and more people will be willing to join us in terms of frequency and numbers. The group of wanderers, each less fortunate than us, awaits permission to join our ranks. I wonder, are homes just going to build naturally? This kind of drives me wild that our roads don't look like the main roads. How do I get this to work? Why are you so stubborn? I can't build through like any of that area. Oh, I think this is another path. Oh, the problem is I actually just don't have enough stone to build all these roads. Well, this will get set up and we'll get some mushrooms. We'll get some fish. We'll get some meat. Some good hunter gathering. Hilariously enough, all these other things are locked, but at least they are positioned to get it all. Ball bearings in my fan are starting to go again. Which means this game runs hot, which is not surprising looking at it. Not surprising in the least. All right, so that's food. Time has come to cook our meals. People eating whatever they have on their plate does not mean they're content with it. When there's nothing to eat, they'll get demoralized, sick, and fall into the jaws of death. We must organize the production and distribution of hot food. A bowl of soup will do as well as everyone has their share. Research basic construction, build a soup kitchen, build 30 simple meals. How do I research basic construction? Oh, there's multiple tech trees here too. Good. If I do this, and then like this, and then can I do that? And will those connect automatically? Oh, so close. And yet so far. Good enough. We'll make it work. So we need to build a soup kitchen, which I am going to build right on this, right next to the base, so that anybody coming back from this gathering stuff can drop their stuff right there, and then that can supply the rest of the city, I hope. Food rations are not accessible enough. Make soup. Mushrooms and water. Yep, I guess that's what it's going to have to be. And we'll make as much as we can. Food supply is low. 43 hungry workers. Like, we had all these mushrooms and they were like, well, we can't eat those mushrooms. We can only eat soup. No mushrooms allowed. No raw mushrooms. Closely monitor the community situation, needs, morale levels, and related factors. Computer. We must try to reach the best possible outcome in our affairs. Explore population management. You can view the overall status of the community in detail. The most important element is the management of the settlement of its people, trying to meet all their needs and keep variables such as morale and efficiency as high as possible. Okay. You have 3 different classes. Member of each class must work as a pioneer in their respective fields, but buildings may need multiple classes. Your population, only adults can be recruited as workforce. You can manage the basic supplies of social classes: food, water, clothing, tools, determined from the daily average consumption per person. The rate at which supplies will be distributed to each class, and access rates for housing and other services. Morale, efficiency, the workforce, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That all makes sense to me. That all looks good to me. At last, our settlement resembles a home. Everyone has a job, something to offer, and we're producing food, water, and construction. We need some basic rules and a sense of order. Proportion represents how much of a consumable is used per day. We must respond to every need, but decisions about proportions should be made according to our resources and production capability. Ration distribution to regular. So, go low to regular. Can I put that at like medium? At least? Or regular maybe? I feel like we should have regular water distribution as well. Yeah, we're still positive. Got our little bubbles to show what we're making. We got lots of wood and lumber and everything else coming in. Stockpiles. Increases total storage capacity. 2,000. I mean, I don't really think we need one of those, but... Step 8 is complete. That was 3 days? Wow, 3 days flies. Place to track everything about your settlement and your people. View the overview panel. It should be a priority to look to find a solution to our current conditions. Examine the factors affecting public health and take decisive action. Nutrition and water are the most important of these. Exploration overview. Water, food, storage, electricity. Community. It looks like everybody is homeless. I'm going to take a wild guess. It's probably the big thing affecting our civilization right now is that nobody has a home. We all sleep in this one barn, and there's 43 of us. You become self-sufficient and moved beyond temporary campsites. From now on, you must devise population production plans according to the needs of your people. You can set your course by exploring the tech tree. We may have no time. Know what to expect. We can't be sure when or how. Cool. So I want to see the tech tree for one. Metalworking, the power grid. Hunting. Yeah, I feel like we should get that. Requires metalworking techniques. So requires oath. Shack. All right, well, let's start that then. And then I think everything else we're basically going to have to just wait on. Though the tech seems fast. I mean, it doesn't take too long at least to do the early stuff. And we can build some shacks. So I guess these, yeah, I guess these campsites are just like where we've decided that's where our homes are going to be. Or at least where the people just decided their homes are going to be. I like that you don't just end up with homeless people. That they're like, no, we're just going to build our own house. Get over yourself. Then we can do metalworking. How does this work? Shelter that contains up to 10 people. Sure. I think I'm going to do like a bunch of these. Obviously. What I'd kind of like to do is a... bit of a situation kind of like that, I think. Or, God, gee whiz. Gee, Jiminy Jillikers. It's part of me that just wants to curve it exactly, but I just love a free build. I'm like so stoked that they put that into the game. Even if I end up building my shacks in all the same sort of terrible positioning. I'm happy. I'm happy to have that ability. So that's 40. I guess we need one more. That's enough shacks for everybody. Now, obviously, we don't have enough anything else. We've been eating raw food. We're worried. It's making 30 a day. 29 to 29. Okay, so clearly I need some sort of better soup kitchen. Increase water distribution. Yo, you're already at regular water distribution. Be not so greedy, ye peoples. I'd really like to get hunting and fishing unlocked because we could definitely make better food if we did that. We need suitable shelters. Build 3 shacks. Every one of us needs a proper place to live. We have food and water, but sleeping at whatever nooks we find each night does not help us prepare for the next day. Let's build. Nice, I already have 3 queued up, so. Entertainment, health, and security. We've also just unlocked a forge and a smith. And we can start collecting iron here. Iron ingots, produces basic tools and wires. I think I'm gonna just clamp this bad boy in right there. And keep on this nice straight road. Which I don't have enough stone for, so baby steps. I guess we're spending all the stone on our shacks right now, which is like super totally fair. We'll turn to dust if we don't have more water soon. Water supply is low. All right, well, why don't I get another well as well? Excuse the well puns. I'm going to put one like... I'm going to put one right here. So then I can do something like curve this road off this way as well. Right, we don't have any stone. I do so love getting ahead of myself. I wonder, like, oh yeah, okay, so you can see that the stones actually do deplenish. Which does make me wonder... Okay, so mushrooms are not harvestable in the wintertime. Which is pretty good to know. And I need 22 tools to research hunting. 6 iron for that, 30 tools for that, 34 tools for that. Can we survive our first winter? A big question. We'd all appreciate better access to food. I mean, wouldn't we all? I guess they must collect things from here, but tool supply is also low. All right, we can start making iron at the very least. Once we get a few more stone, I can connect it to a road. I don't think I need very much. Here we go. Winter is affecting everything, though. Winter slows every single thing down. Which is neat. And I guess it takes a long time for my people to get to the workshops to work right now, which is also probably slowing things down a fair bit. Upgrade to next tier. Bricks, iron, bronze, glass, and wire. Yeah, I do not have any of those things. Well, hopefully we can make some ingots. And then if I build a smith... Not that I can right now, but... if I, in theory, could... say, right here... we can start making tools. We can start getting meat. And we can move on our very merry little way. Yeah, this game is super beautiful. It's clearly got like a solid progression system. I like that kind of you start with little remnants of electricity. Like you don't get a lot of electricity. You just kind of have this windmill going. And I don't even know what uses it at the moment. I think this guy does. And I bet you this smith is going to as well. We had 200 power. We're down to 90. You know what? Actually, I bet. Yeah, shacks do. The smith does 60. That's what it is. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. But everybody's got lots of water, at least. This year's rains were enough to renew the existing resources in the land. Mushroom, meat, and water were renewed. 36%. Cool. Hello, Mona. Coming to say hello. And this smith can make tools. I think we got adults, 43 adults. Okay. So 15 of them are not working. But we're now also generating tools from the iron and the lumber. It's a good little wombo comp we got going. We need stability. Chief, it seems like we've been set things right since settling down. Our small settlement built by toiling day and night needs some security and stability. We should at least make sure we have left our days of hunger and thirst behind. Meet the food and water demands of the whole pop for 3 days on regular distribution. I think we can do that. Now that it's not winter. You know, we got lots of food coming in. Where do we do this? Under population management. Yeah, we're on regular distribution. I feel convinced. We start researching meat now as well. And what's good is like they are gathering mushrooms, but we can also just assign more people for meat and fish and all the other tasty bits. We don't need to like stop gathering mushrooms at the same time. Hassaran, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. 3 fishies and 3 hunters will also get us leather. We need more. We can now process metals, give us the means to produce durable and effective tools. Work can be done without tools, but this will tire us physically. Give me more. Produce 50 basic tools. Yeah, no probs. I'm on it, my dudes. Now, that iron is not going to last me super long, but... storage almost full. You know what? I'm just going to put it right there. Watch me. Build the center of my town around this giant storage depot next to the other storage depot. I don't even know what we have. We have iron ore is what's really gobbling up a lot of the territory. A lot of the storage. A stranger wants to speak with you. AI NPC. This experimental add-on is still in very early stages. We believe that AI tech can make a useful differences without radically changing the gaming experience. You can come across AI individuals in the game, travelers from the outside world. They may ask you for help, assign tasks, negotiate with you, and if you push your luck, they may open extra content that they are not willing to share, or it might backfire. Write your prompt dialogue in the correspondence field. Examine the potential results. David Haroldson first made contact. He didn't give us much more information. This is cool. A bit gimmicky, but also very cool. There was an incredible game called Event Zero that the entire thing was based on. Like this, and this was years and years ago. The entire thing was based on like a chatbot was how you got everything done in the game.
Greetings, Chief.
Hello, Mr. Haroldson. He is a wandering merchant. What things do you have for sale? Well, 3 holes in the ground.
Well, Chief, I have quite a wide variety of items for sale.
I gotta be hilarious to him. See if he gets the pun.
Previous response was unclear, Chief.
Leisure Suit Larry had interactions like that. Really? I actually didn't know that.
Here to ask for your help.
Oh.
You see, 2 weeks ago, I made a trade deal with the town of Foxglove.
Never heard of him.
I had to deliver 68 basic tools to them, but on the way back, I had an accident. Oh, my apologies, Chief. I didn't realize that you were a newcomer to these parts.
Cute.
3 Holes in the Ground is the name of a trading post where I acquired some of my goods. It's run by a group of nomads who are always on the move.
No way.
But let's not get sidetracked, shall we? I have something much more important to discuss with you.
Do you think he said that because of what I said? What would we get for these tools?
The tools. I was hoping you'd ask.
I bet you were, David Haroldson.
Survival of any community out here in the wasteland. With these
10,000%, yes. Yeah.
Your people would be able to perform a variety of tasks that they couldn't do before.
I have the tools. You want the tools.
Grow more food and repair damaged equipment. The possibilities are endless, really. And as for the price, well, that's entirely up to you, Chief. You're the one in charge here. But I can assure you that these tools are worth their weight in gold.
Okay, I will take their weight in gold. Yeah, they're equal weight in gold.
Oh, thank you so much for your generosity, Chief.
What do you think gold is?
Words, and I promise to make it up to you in the future. Now, let me tell you a bit more about these tools.
You already told me about tools.
Survival of the people in Foxglove, and
Where is Foxglove?
They will be able to perform their daily tasks. I'm just glad that we could make a deal that is beneficial for both. Foxglove. You haven't heard of it.
Foxglove.
It's a small settlement a few days' journey from here. But let's not worry about that. What's important is that I lost my entire cargo of 60.
All right, I'm just gonna... Okay, we will help you.
Thank you, Chief.
All right, this is pretty cool. I wanted to ask him, like, how many people are defending Foxglove? What kind of weapons do they have? We're taking you hostage.
If you're interested.
No thanks.
For instance,
not right now.
I once discovered an ancient underground city that was powered by a strange energy source that I had never seen before. It was an amazing experience, and I can tell you all about it.
I was once captured by aliens.
That's quite a story, Chief.
You're quite a story, Chief.
But in this world, we've all seen some pretty wild things.
True that.
Tales of extraterrestrial abductions.
Oh, wow, okay.
Now, about those tools.
Yeah. I already agreed. Click for the result. Click for the result. It's making sure that we have enough food and everything else. And then this guy, yeah, produce 50 basic tools. Cool. Oh, I guess yeah, it looks like he took all of our tools. Amazing. You 100% end up typing lewd or sexual stuff in there. Everyone does. I mean, I was debating it, but I was like, maybe not. Maybe not today. Maybe not today and maybe not tomorrow, but someday. We can also make better soup now. I'm going to make some meat soup because it doesn't require us to use up our water, so we can stockpile a bit of water. which we're clearly not actually doing, but, you know, something to look at. I mean, what I really see in this game is like what's probably a very cool storyline and exploration system, and like, you know, there's a world map here, but you can't build the scout teams yet. Like, I'd like to explore what that kind of stuff looks like. Power grid. Or maybe I can build a scout team. I just need 30 tools. Patience. Patience. Victory. Surveillance. Maybe we just can't explore the world, but I'd like to see if I can at least just see what the world looks like. I'm very curious. 36 hours. Boop, 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 boop. Something that's really interesting is that this produce 50 basic tools is struggling. Oh, you know what? It's probably you have to have, it's not just produce 50 basic tools. I think it's actually stockpile 50 basic tools. Which, like, is kind of fair. That shouldn't be a problem for it. We are maxed out on mushrooms, which is pretty good. I wonder what those workers do now, if there are no mushrooms to do anything with. All right. Scout tower. Scout team 1, scout team 2. Can I look at the world map? Create scout team to unlock the map. No, okay, so you can get them, but you can't explore yet. I was really curious to see what that looked like. I think I bugged this quest. Yeah, I definitely bugged that quest. All right, well, that's cool. Renewal rates. We have extreme drought right now, so it looks like nothing is going to get renewed. I love this. This looks like this game has a lot of really good deep systems for a colony builder. Like at its base, it's got kind of all of the simple stuff, but then it seems like it's going to ramp up and kind of tech up in interesting ways. On top of that, it's also going to clearly have like a storyline that forces you to some sort of like ethical decisions and dilemmas and all that good stuff, which is always a lot of fun. Technical boot camp to make paper. To train craftsmen and specialists. Cool. Requires 2,300 knowledge. Oh. So you also do have limited amount of tech. It looks like we're capped at 2,000. So clearly that's kind of like, this is, I think, the limit of what we can really see in this. Oh no, actually, no, I'm wrong. It goes over. But I'm okay with that. I think this is a good little, look at this demo. I'm going to call it at that. I want to call it at this because I'd like to actually probably play this on stream. It looks like something that's really fun. It looks like something I wouldn't mind doing a playthrough of. It reminds me of games like Endzone, which I enjoyed thoroughly. So, and Frostpunk, obviously, which was an incredible game. And this seems like it's just kind of a different variation on it. But thank you for joining me for our first look at News Cycle.